There is a place very close to you, a place easily accessible in a serene environment with adequate security. Ade Super Hotels Limited is the place with the state-of-the-art facility, spacious car park, air-conditioned rooms and suites with modern toilet facilities, standard swimming pool, well-stocked indoor and outdoor bars, boardroom for corporate meetings, halls for all kinds of events and parties, a gymnasium equipped with up-to-date facilities, restaurants that provide local and continental dishes with special services for banquet and buffet. Laundry services are also available. At Ade Super Hotels Limited, you are assured of 24 hours power supply as well as best ever reception that you can imagine. Ade Super Hotels is located at Elisha Road, PO Box 3028, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 0803-440-4358, 034-206-855. Email adesuperhotels@yahoo.com. Website www.adesuperhotels.com. Ade Super Hotels Limited, hotel with passion for maximum comfort.
Hotels abound everywhere, but when you're looking for a cozy, comfortable, luxury, and environment that will take you to the zenith of your expectations, A&T Residential Hotels is the place. The rooms are designed to be your home away from home. We have services, both bar, room, and kitchen are all 24 hours. We have an Olympic-sized swimming pool and our gym to keep your body fit. Our staff are excellent as they welcome you with royalty. Come shake your body as our nightclub opens every Friday with Asu Barbecue. Asuya joints available all day. We have a whole capacity of about 1,500 for your occasions. Welcome to A&T Presidential Hotels, Kilometer 5, Elisha, Owo Expressway, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 081-4633-5949 and 070-1222-6282. A&T Presidential Hotels, comfort and class redefined.
Congratulations to our poultry, pig, sheep, and goat farmers in Ondo State as Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support Project (LPRES) begins provision of common assets such as abattoir, slaughterhouse, pasture, sheep and goat markets, biodigester, veterinary clinic, farmer field school, artificial insemination center, training, loan support, free vaccination, among others, to enhance productivity, resilience, and commercialization of these value chains. LPRES is here to serve you. Please report header farmer clashes to LPRES for prompt intervention. You can visit your local government for complaints on GBV, sexual exploitation, abuse, and harassment at LPRES project location in your area. LPRES beneficiary profiling is always free, but know that there is no input support for beneficiaries. For more inquiries, please contact Ondo LPRES project at ground floor, Aisa building, beside ADP Alagbaka, Akure. Facebook page is Ondo LPRES project. Email ondo@lpresnigeria.gov.ng. Telephone 0803-395-7166. LPRES project, enhancing livestock profitability.
Good evening and you're welcome on another edition of News Diary. News Diary is the compilation of fresh reports and some of the ones that made headlines in the course of the week. We will go on a short break as News Diary returns with the news of the day. The attention of Governor Lucky Orisanyatiwa has been drawn to a report of protest by individuals claiming to have been denied employment during the recent recruitment of teachers by the Ondo State government through the State Universal Basic Education Board, SUPEB. To clarify, those who protested were not teachers but applicants defrauded by scammers who issued fake employment and posting letters during the recruitment exercise after collecting money from them. These defrauded applicants were identified during the biometric verification process and informed that their letters were fake. Already, disciplinary action has been taken against 3 SUPEB insiders who allegedly connived with external individuals to defraud the applicants. The over 2,000 teachers duly employed by the government for primary and secondary schools have already commenced work. However, Mr. Governor has directed the management of Superb to invite the victims of fraud for a meeting while a committee has been constituted to further look into the matter. Nigerians and non-Nigerians eagerly await confirmation of a new Guinness World Record by Chef Hilda Bassi as she and her team cooked the biggest pot of jollof rice at a go in a 6 by 6 meter pot. The historic cooking started at about noon on Friday and was done and dusted by 4 o'clock early this morning. The aroma of the jollof rice permeated the entire environment as she was cheered on by a vociferous crowd of fans comprising celebrities, social media influencers, and foodies for the record-breaking feat.
Come to the MC and retrieve it. If you are coming to collect it, come with your driver's license, come with your international.
Up next, let's join Oche Ngbede for the latest in the world of sports.
All is now set for the 2025 Controller General of Custom Volleyball Championship scheduled to commence in Abuja from the 19th of September 2025. In an exclusive interview with Nigerian Volleyball Federation President Musa Nimrod in Abuja, he revealed that this year's league is set to become the best edition yet.
Everything is taking shape and no problem. Everybody, even the marketers, everybody's just waiting for that day because it's a very big championship. All aware is a lot of the clubs are right now in the camp and we are putting things together.
To athletics. Two Nigerian athletes, Chioma Onyekure Leon and Obiagiri Pamela Amechi, bow out of the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan on day one of the competition. Amechi was the first to exit after managing a best throw of 55.69 meters on her opening attempt, which left her in 16th position, well short of the mark required to reach the finals. National record holder Onyekure Leon also struggled to progress. The 31-year-old opened with a throw of 59.45 meters, but her subsequent two attempts fell short, ending her hopes of advancing. To football, attention's turned to league football this weekend, with matchday 4 games taking center stage in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Bende Insurance are at home to Niger Tornadoes. Bayelsa United play Enyimba. Rangers face Kano Pillars away, with reigning champions Remo Stars being the guests to Plateau United. In England, 8 matches will be played on Saturday, with Arsenal entertaining Nottingham Forest, while Everton hosts Aston Villa in a match that will be live on NTA. The first Manchester derby of the season between City and United is scheduled for Sunday. In Abuja, Oche Ngbede, NTA News.
The remains of Alhaji Saidu Amidu Malabu, elder brother to the Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority (NTA), have been laid to rest at the Malali burial ground following a funeral prayer led by the Imam of Malali Mosque. Family members, friends, and sympathizers gathered to pay their last respect, extolling the virtues of late Alhaji Malabu, whom they described as a humble, generous, and God-fearing man. Suraj Abdullahi reports.
Leading their funeral prayer, Sheikh Murtala Abdul Qadir Shanunu offered prayers for the repose of the soul of the departed. Sympathizers, including family members and associates, also prayed for Allah's mercy and forgiveness upon the soul of the late Saidu Hamidu Malabo as he was laid to rest.
Even though I'm very sad, but I believe he's going to the hereafter, and he died on a Friday, on a very good day, and inshallah I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive his sins and grant him mercy and grant him Al-Jannah Firdaus.
The late Saidu Hamidu Malabo passed away at the age of 67. He is survived by his wife, 6 children and 3 grandchildren. He was the immediate elder brother to the Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Malam Salihu Abdul Hamid Dembos. In Kaduna, Suraj Abdullahi, NTA News.
You're still watching News Diary. We shall go on another break as News Diary returns shortly. You're welcome back. You can also watch us on social media platforms via our handles on Facebook and YouTube at Nta Akure. Now to some of the reports that made headlines in the course of the week. With the disturbing statistics of Ondo State having one of the highest prevalence rates in malaria scourge across the country, Ondo State government is partnering a team from the Federal Ministry of Health consisting of West and Central Africa Malaria Consortium to eliminate the disease in the state. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, in the course of the week, while exchanging views with a visiting advocacy group who are in the state to distribute 3.6 million insecticide-treated nets, urged beneficiaries not to misuse the nets. Paulo Mukago has the details.
Available data shows that Ondo State has a 27% prevalence rate of the killer disease. This advocacy visit is part of efforts to eliminate malaria and also to raise the awareness level of the people on the dangers of exposing themselves to mosquito bites, the primary cause of malaria. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa pledged the support of the government in educating and sensitizing the people to achieve the desired result of total elimination of malaria in the state.
We encourage our people to sleep under the net, and that is part of the advocacy anyway. Get one net, go for it. It's meant for you to protect you. It's a life-saving material to prevent you from having infection.
The program director of the West and Central Africa Malaria Consortium, Dr. Kolawole Maxwell, gave a graphic breakdown of the situation in Ondo State, urging the cooperation of various households in the state for a successful, seamless distribution process.
We estimated that in the process of distribution, we will meet new communities and so on and so forth. So hopefully we should be able to cover all the population and what is required. These nets can actually harm them. I mean, misuse of it can harm. It has chemicals, it has plastics, fish can eat it, and people will also now eat it, which can damage their health. So it's really a concern to us that people should not misuse.
The team, led by David Oyeleke, has done their mappings as they are expected to go around the entire 203 wards of the state. In Akure, Paulo Mukago, NTA News.
Nigeria's future in food security, urban safety, job creation, climate adaptation and national cohesion rest on the urgent need to reclaim land, as it is a strategic public good which requires courage, creativity and collective will of all. This was the submission of Professor Bamidele Ogunleye at the 185th inaugural lecture of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, Futa, during the week. Abiola Aria reports that the inaugural lecture is titled Land, Abundant Yet Scarce.
Land is a good investment and a valued asset that does not depreciate but instead appreciates in value over time. There is no denying the fact that land is the most important economic asset to humanity. This makes land the most dominant commodity in the world with high demand level in all facets of development. Professor Ogunleye said the state management of land has generally worked against the interest of poorer groups while benefiting the government bureaucracy and those able to wield the levers of power in modern scale sector, which needed urgent intervention.
Land is very, very scarce, even though it is in abundance. There are so many factors that is responsible for that. Insurance bottleneck, family holding on to land, the issue of the Land Use Act, which of course has streamlined access to land. The important thing that government can do now is they should look at the Land Use Act. Thank God now, Constitutional Conference is going on. The basic issue to look at is to look at the Land Use Act. They should look at how they can amend some aspects. One, they should look at how they can aspect Section 1, which says all land is vested in the government. Land cannot be vested in the government because of so many reasons that is involved. Two, they should also look at Section 28, which of course is the revocation of the right of interest in land. With that, if all those things is gone, I think land can, if not, can be easily accessible to people.
Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Adenike Oladiji, described the lecture as an eye-opener, noting its potential to help the public make better informed opinion when acquiring a land.
Everybody is struggling to grab land and all of these things. We think that we have abundance of land, but it's becoming obvious that even in the abundance, it looks like there is scarcity. So I think the lecture of today has given us some insight on why it looks like land is plenty and at the same time it is scarce.
Some participants commended the guest lecturer for the insightful presentation, expressing optimism that the lecture, especially the Land Use Act, when reviewed, will be to the advantage of all.
I learned a lot today, and traditionally we are attached to the issue of land, so I've gotten so many things today from his lecture, and I will continue with the reading of that book, and also so that I can get more, give us some solutions in the book.
With the problem with land scarcity, and of course we is trying to say that a policy that will favor everybody such a way that we have access to land, so that the land hard use that has been promulgated by the federal government can be modified.
To always consult professional when it comes to land acquisition so that we don't run into a problem.
However, experts advocate amendment of some sections of the Land Use Act in the ongoing Nigeria Constitution review process. In Akure, Abiola Rio, Nta News.
Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has performed the groundbreaking ceremony of 32 number terrace buildings for cabinet members of Ondo State. The governor flagged off the project at the Government House grounds at Nta Akure in the course of the week, described the buildings as a significant step in ensuring the safety and comfort of Executive Council members. Paulo Mukago has the details.
The 4-bedroom terrace buildings are expected to be completed in record time. Meeting the housing needs of key political appointees, Governor Aiyedatiwa emphasized, is part of ongoing urban renewal plans of the state government. The buildings, the governor stated, will be fully equipped with modern facilities such as lounge and swimming pool. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa also spoke of plans to complete all projects inherited by his administration.
These will be completed next year. The exact date I don't have offhand right now, but I know by next year this will be completed. So also the judiciary complex. There are 3 major critical ones, that is Oda Road, Ijoka, and the Yaribulem bridge. Can I assure you that just the way we commissioned the Oda Road, Ijoka Road, and the Yaribulem bridge, and SIB area, will also be completed.
Some cabinet members and political appointees lauded the governor for the initiative.
This is a legacy project, and it shows the visionary leadership of His Excellency and his attention to detail.
It's been constructed for ESCO members so that they can have the needed atmosphere to discharge their responsibilities effectively for the good of the people of Ondo State. So it's a welcome development.
This is addressing a particular problem. So when you say good governance, what are you talking about? You're talking of a government addressing problems, addressing issues.
The ceremony climaxed with the official laying of blocks to flag off the construction.
In Akure,
Paul Omukago, NTA News.
To facilitate a seamless process of land acquisition and allocation to investors in the agriculture sector, Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa during the week inaugurated a steering committee of the Framework for Responsive and Inclusive Land-Intensive Agricultural Investment. Paul Omukago reports that the governor is the chairman of the steering committee.
Inaugurated in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Congratulations.
This steering committee is expected to supervise the agricultural land acquisition and allocation process, monitor the various agricultural investment projects, and evaluate all the agricultural land projects with a view to ensuring food sufficiency and security in the state. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa says the project is important, particularly in boosting internally generated revenue for the state if properly managed.
The major objective of this committee is to ensure we have an enabling environment that guarantees adequate protection for the host communities, ensuring they derive premium returns on their land being used for agricultural purposes, in line with the national policies on food security goals. As we embark on this project, our administration recognizes the need to balance agricultural investments with the rights and interests of our local communities. We are of the firm belief that this framework will enhance transparency, accountability, and fairness in land-intensive agricultural investments.
Earlier, the Commissioner for Agriculture and Forestry, Leye Akinola, described agricultural land investment as the cornerstone for land governance, development, and administration with the capacity to create jobs. In Akure, Paul Omukago, NTA News.
About 14,000 smallholder cocoa and palm oil farmers have been profiled under the Food and Agriculture Organization Global Environment Facility 7 FAOGEN 7 in Ondo State. This was revealed at the State Project Management Committee meeting held in Akure, Ondo State in the course of the week. Kayode Olorundare reports.
On Tuesday, July 16, 2024, Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa inaugurated the State Project Management Committee for its successful takeoff and coordination in the state. Governor Aiyedatiwa, who was represented while reaffirming his administration's commitment to sustainable cocoa and palm oil development, urged the committee to put in more effort in overseeing and coordinating the implementation.
The state government is fully committed. As you can see, we are committed. Staff have been employed and will be deployed to the project, and financial commitment too. They are not asking us for money, like I've said. They're asking us for, like this office, our staff members deployed here, which the state government will be paying the salary, then vehicles for their easy movement on site and out of site will also be provided by the state government for effective delivery.
Chief Technical Advisor Professor Adebayo Shitu says the palm oil value chain will provide job opportunities for the youth as well as empower women.
The issue of EUDR, European Union Deforestation Regulation, that is banning the import into Europe of any commodity that is linked with deforestation from any part of the world. Then we're also going to be looking at the issue of land tightening, customary land tightening. And these are very, very important in promoting sustainable development of the cocoa and oil palm value chains in Nigeria.
Other stakeholders believe that all hands must be on deck to achieve set goals.
Projects have enlightened us, like the issue of RSPO certifications, which the local government is going to key into the system to make sure that it is workable and is drenched to the grassroots.
We that are planting food crops, we are not the one destroying the forest. We have some people, they will just enter your farm without your notice, without your permission. They will cut the trees, pieces the trees before they break in the middle and taking them away. But as we have it on ground now, we are still going back to educate our farmers more on this EURD compliance, because if our cocoa is rejected, where are we going to sell it?
The project has been implemented in 8 local government areas of the state, including Akure South, Idonre, Ondo West, Ile-Oluji-Okeigbo, Owo, Odigbo, Okitipupa, and Irele, and will over time spread to other local government areas in the state. In Akure, Kayode Olorundare, NTA News.
The All Progressives Congress APC Elders Forum has reiterated its resolve to ensuring that peace and development continue to thrive in the party and in the state at large towards the delivery of dividends of democracy to the citizenry. This was at a meeting held by the members of the party in Akure during the week to discuss bothering issues. Toyin Batire reports.
The meeting afforded the elder statesmen the opportunity to exchange pleasantries after many years they have met, as well as to discuss the way forward for the party. Various issues were raised which focused on the need for members to build on the existing relationship between them to uplift themselves and the party, as they also emphasized the importance of peace amongst members.
It's to unite all the leaders of Ondo State. You know, there are a lot of us who are former local government chairmen together, former commissioners together, former political office holders together.
The essence of this gathering is to foster social-political interaction among elders, to get them involved. We are not allowing them to retire yet.
Supporting the re-election of President Bola Tinubu come 2027 also took center stage.
In the Southwest, we had the highest vote for Tinubu. We now want to have times 2 of that highest vote, so that we'll be able to know that we have enough of so that we'll get more things from him.
Okay, we have more than 1,900 registered voters in Ondo State. So why can't we deliver even more than 1 million for Tinubu?
It is when we agree to work together that we deliver heavily for the president. That's why we have come together to ensure that we resolve all the rough edges that we have in Ondo State.
It is expected that the forum continues to hold series of meetings towards the development of the party. In Akure, Toyin Batire, NTA News.
The National Union of Road Transport Workers in Ondo State has disowned vehicle owners that park and pick passengers along the road instead of being at the garage built for them by the Ondo State government. The state chairman of the union during the week highlighted the potential risks associated with the act and for passengers. Kayode Olorundare reports.
In the face of the nation's economic downturn, where everyone is struggling to make ends meet, there is need to abide with appropriate law and order that guide every sector while trying to generate income. From Isikon, Customs down to Adebowale and NTA Junction in Ondo Road Corridor, Akure, some commercial and private vehicles usually park and pick passengers indiscriminately while also disobeying traffic rules. Speaking on this menace, the state chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, Ademola Odudu, frowned at this, noting that members of the National Union of Road Transport Workers have been warned against such.
We have been trying all means to make sure we curb that menace, but our people are very stubborn, and we have been appealing to all of them. And we are also using this medium to appeal to them. Going by the road, especially leaving a designated park.
However, the public relations officer of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Ondo State Command, Daniel Aidamebo, said the Corps is working with the Road Transport Union to address the menace.
Drivers, they have union. Aside that, they also have designated car park or garage or whatsoever name they want to give to it. The state commandant met with the chairman NURTW recently, and this was one of those things that they discussed, the issue of safety on the road, to ensure that these roads are demarcated. I mean, there is where you have signposts, don't pick passengers, don't do this. It is better that way than when you are trying to enforce, a rule of your own union and then you are infringing on the fundamental rights of other persons. So we've been trying to address this over time.
They both advise passengers to desist from boarding vehicles along the roadside for security reasons.
Very, very dangerous. 2 is criminality, because someone that you just stop along the road who is not a commercial vehicle, a vehicle that is not marked for commercial purpose, sometimes it may be armed robber, it may be a kidnapper, it may be 411 and those fraudulence. So it's a big risk.
We have some syndicates that are involved in what we call part harvesting. They harvest parts, and what they do is to pick random people on the road, drive them into the bush, and at the end of the day they do system harvesting and all that. And so we keep telling our people that you not going to the park to board a vehicle, or because of the difference of 1,000 or 2, is a risk to yourself and to your family.
In the meantime, stakeholders advocated awareness over the dangers embedded in boarding roadside vehicles owing to present security challenges in the country. In Akure, Kayode Olorundare, NTA News.
And that's the much we can take on this week's edition of News Diary. Many thanks for joining us, and good evening.
ẹ kú oríire o ẹ̀yin àgbẹ̀ ọlọ́sìn adìyẹ ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ àgùntàn àti ewúrẹ́ nípínlẹ̀ Ondo níbàjọ́ tó ń ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún ìrúgọ́gọ́ àti ìrólókun àwọn ẹran ọ̀sìn yìí ní Helpress Project ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ àgbékalẹ̀ àwọn nǹkan amáyédẹrùn àjùmọ̀nípò bíi ọjà ẹran, ibùdó alápatà, ilé ìwòsàn àwọn ẹran ọ̀sìn, ibùdó ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àwọn àgbẹ̀, ètò ẹ̀yáwó, abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára àwọn ẹran ọ̀sìn lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Ìwọ̀nyí ló wà fún ìgbélárugẹ àti ìrúgọ́gọ́ iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ọlọ́sìn ẹran nípínlẹ̀ yìí. Àjọ Helpress tún máa pẹ̀tù sí aáwọ̀ láàrin darandaran àti àgbẹ̀, gbìyànjú láti fi ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ wọ̀nyí tó wọn létí. Ó tún lè mú ẹ̀sùn ìwà ìbàjẹ́ bíi ìbálòpọ̀ tipátipá, ìnínilára, ìtàbùkù ẹni látọwọ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ Helpress sí ọ lóríkò iṣẹ́ wọn ṣọwọ́ sápòtí tí wọ́n ti pèsè sí oríkò ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ rẹ̀. Rántí pé Helpress kò fúnni ládìyẹ ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ àgùntàn àti ewúrẹ́ sìn o. Fún àlàyé síwájú sí i kàn sí olú iléeṣẹ́ wa Asia Building lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ADP Alágbàká Àkúrẹ́ tàbí tẹ àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ sí ondo@helpressnigeria.gov.ng, Facebook page Ondo Helpress Project, aago wa ní 003-395-7166. Helpress fún èrè àti ìrọ̀rùn àwọn ọlọ́sìn ẹran.